Hey guys, coming to you live, episode 1 of KinNective Cast. I'm Jason. This is Calvin.
We're coming at you from your mother's basement.
Just don't tell her.
Don't tell her.
We're not
She
paying-
doesn't know.
We're not
we're
paying
here.
rent.
No, not yet. Anyways.
All right, so what do we want to cover today? We fumble over it. This is going to be very informal, at least in our first couple. We're
Yeah.
working on our structure, so
Yeah.
bear with us. It may get funny. It may get disgusting, but hopefully you come back for the next one.
Hopefully that's how it's going. So we got playoffs. We're gonna keep it basketball for now. We got playoffs going on right now. As of recording, the Thunder and Mavericks are playing Game 3 in Dallas, right? Because they're the lower seed.
Yes.
They're in Dallas right now. It started at 12:30 our time, Pacific time. Don't see any scores.
Are they on right now?
Yeah, it started at 12:30. I mean, it might wait another 5 minutes. They might. Yeah,
Oh, yeah, it's the typical 10-minute ago.
15
tip off.
minutes.
Yep.
Yeah, it takes like 15 minutes.
So let's see if we can't cover where we're at this point, right? We want to jump into this. Maybe we could talk about the Mavericks and Thunder a little bit, but I think we had some intentions of getting picks out, and I'm kind of glad we didn't because
I just started.
my path to right on. My path to the finals has altered a bit. So just real quick, I'll go over who. I mean, I think we could talk about who we intended, like who we expected to be there, and then who are our favorites, right? I mean, everybody says, all right, here's who I think is going to make it, and then here's who I really want to make it. Like, There's been years in the past where it was, I want somebody to make it, but at the end of the day, it was like, yeah, but I expect the Warriors to be there.
Always.
Right? So I'll start this one off. Originally, I will say, I'll start it off. Let's just talk about who I had going into the finals. I had the Nuggets taking on the Milwaukee Bucks in the finals. Now we are in round 2, and
But when we first established who we thought Giannis, we didn't know Giannis was out.
it was before Giannis
Yeah.
and Lillard were out. So yeah, that changed a little bit.
A little bit.
I would have liked to see them go through. At least I would have expected them to go through. So I will say at this point now, if I've got my mulligan, it's definitely not the Bucks for obvious reasons.
You know that they haven't made it past the second round since their championship?
I did not know that.
Yeah, I saw some on Instagram, and it was disgusting.
Well, it holds true then. Yeah.
Yeah.
So kind of in the heart of it, I think what we'll do is, mine now, and I think you can cover yours and who you expected and who you thought was
I think
gonna
I got
go.
all of them right, to be honest. Did I pick the Bucks? The only one I would have picked was the Bucks.
Who do you remember who you had?
Yeah, I had the
That's who you
I
expected.
had the Cavs and the Nuggets in the finals.
Cavs and Nuggets. Yep. Well, everything seems to
I don't know. This
Still be alive.
Minnesota team is looking very good. I love watching them.
Yeah, they're solid.
I love them in OKC. They're just fun to watch.
Yeah, so this is who you had, right? And your teams are still alive. So obviously I have to rethink the whole Bucks idea. I did have them going through, but this was again, this is before the injuries, and they ended up playing without the upper half of their roster.
It was still 4-2. I mean,
yeah, but it
was a pretty bad 4-2.
It was pretty nasty. So I think at this point, kind of just gauging how everything is going. Obviously, the Nuggets are struggling against the Wolves a little bit.
They blew them out last night.
They did. It was an off night. The first 2 games were, so it could end up being a home game. So somebody's going to have to take a game on the road.
They did.
Who did?
The Timberwolves. What do you mean? The Timberwolves won 2? What'd you say?
The Wolves were ahead. The first 2 games for the Wolves were at home.
No, they're the lower seed.
Oh, they are the lower seed.
Yeah, they won the first 2 in Denver.
Oh, yeah.
All the teams out of
so it's all road. So
no one's won at home. No one's won at home.
Let me twist that one up a little bit then. Oh yeah, okay. I was gonna say. For some reason, I was thinking that it was flipped. That the Nuggets were 3 and the Wolves were 2. That's right. At the end of the season,
it was like
dropped
a
little bit.
one game. It was like the last game of the season.
Yeah, so, I mean, if we're looking at it now, we have the Thunder and the Mavericks and the Wolves and the Nuggets in the West.
Okay, so out of these semifinals, who do you have going through?
I can't argue against
Denver?
I'm going to go Thunder.
Okay.
I'm going to go Thunder because that's my feel-good story.
So
right?
do you think, in my personal opinion, I think the conference finals in the West is going to be OKC and Minnesota.
I could see that.
And you think OKC is going to come out on top? Like matchup for matchup?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Who's guarding Cat?
If I have to put anybody on Cat, it's gonna be Chet.
And then who's guarding
And
Rudy?
then you're gonna have you didn't have to regard Rudy honestly on the offensive end. You could just throw a body at him. He's not gonna space the floor very well. I don't know who they have running their four. Who runs
Jalen Williams?
Okay, I mean they're not gonna run the offense
or
through
Josh
Rudy.
Giddey.
I mean, I'd throw Josh Giddey at his knees too, but I mean that's
Careful, he might get flashbacks to those little 16-year-olds.
stop it. Okay, take two.
I hate that man with a passion.
I would say that that's actually a favorable matchup because Rudy's a liability running the floor.
I don't think so.
I think unless he's allowed to travel, right? Unless he's given like 8 steps,
Which he has been.
they will.
Okay, so you have.
I do think it's a fair matchup. I'm gonna go Thunder.
Okay, so then who do you have in the East?
Yeah, I had the Bucks. So now, I mean, my feel good is the Knicks. So when we did our last one, we said, all right, well, who do we expect? Mine was the Bucks and the Nuggets, and then who's our feel good? And mine was the Thunder and the Knicks.
To be honest, I want the Cavs to win. That was my first prediction, but I think the Knicks are going, like, all the games that they've played and won have been like 3-point, like they play to the wire. And whereas all the other teams don't. Every time that they play, they're either blowout wins or they're losses.
I think if they can maintain the defensive intensity, which they've managed to do pretty much all season, but if they can maintain that defensive intensity and they can keep the scores scoring.
Yeah.
Right.
But the only
which is interesting.
You have Josh Hart, who's played like,
dude,
he's averaging like 46 minutes a game
and rebounding like, I don't even want to talk about my picks in regards to Josh Hart, but he's rebounding like a madman. He's off the glass.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, I would take the Knicks and the Thunder coming out of it.
I would too. That would be a great
finals. That would be a fantastic finals.
That would be.
So
who do you not want to make it? Because I don't want the Celtics to make it, and I truthfully don't want the Nuggets to make it.
I'm in that boat. See, and I don't think that. Yeah. I don't want to see the Nuggets make it. I don't think. We'll talk MVP in a minute.
I was gonna say.
Yeah, we'll talk MVP in a minute because I think that's a whole nother topic.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm with you. I don't think either one of them. And the Mavericks, I'm not
a huge Luka fan.
Yeah. So I would say Celtics and Nuggets. It would not hurt my feelings if they dropped. The Nuggets are tough. I mean, they're
the Celtics. I absolutely don't want. Like, I actually am rooting against them.
Yeah,
because they were so good in the regular season.
Sorry, Dave, if you happen to catch this podcast. Yeah, I just don't want to see the Celtics in there. They've dominated the NBA over the season, and
they had 4 home losses in the entire regular season. That's unfair.
I don't think they're built for the playoffs, in all honesty. But we'll see.
I
mean, we'll see. The Cavs are going to test them, especially if they stay healthy. Yeah. They're definitely going to test them.
Yeah.
So,
I think it's funny that we just completely made the Pacers irrelevant. Maybe we didn't even talk about them one time.
And I love Hallie.
I love Hallie too.
I don't like Siakam.
Couple more years.
I don't know why Siakam just.
I think what he did in the offseason was weird.
Yeah, I don't know. Would I be saying the same thing if he'd ended up on the Kings? I don't know.
Who, Pascal?
Yeah, like because we could use him. We could use him. Like that.
Well,
that length
it's our team, so we obviously would be fine with it. There's only a couple people I would hate to be on our team, and one of them is not playing right now. Thank God.
You heard Buddy. There was words and whispers about Buddy coming back.
Why? I'm sick and tired of people going from one team, coming back. Like, if you weren't fit the first,
how would you feel
first time?
We get a little sidetracked right here, but that's a legitimate question. How would you feel if Buddy Hield came back to the Sacramento Kings?
I truthfully wouldn't mind it.
Yeah, see, I disagree. Too much standing around. Like I like where they were going for me. The defensive intensity.
I don't think he should get the minutes he got while he was with us.
Oh, he definitely wouldn't be a starter.
Yeah,
especially if they keep Malik. If we hold on to Malik, we're definitely.
That's the biggest what if. Like as soon as we hear if Malik is staying or not, we know which way we're going.
Yeah.
Because if we keep Malik, we're gonna sign maybe one decent player. But if we boot Malik, I think we're looking for like near all-star caliber player.
Bradley Beal.
Truthfully, I just want something. I want some spice in our Sacramento life.
Somebody come here and land.
Saucy P.
Like Chris Webber did back in the day when he got the fan base like excited about basketball again.
That's just
I think De'Aaron's done it. I think Domas. I mean, those are two big names. We can't discount. Those are two big. I know they didn't make the All-Stars, but those guys are legit.
Okay, no. So I was talking about this with Troy, my boss, because he's a Kings fan.
Pay Calvin Moore, Troy.
How are you? I'm 90% sure Domas is going to make an All-NBA team.
Yeah.
And De'Aaron's probably going to make the All-Defensive team.
Should.
Because he was by himself for steals
Hold
per
up.
game.
Can we talk about the DPOY list for a second?
No. So who were the finalists? It was Rudy. It was, who was it? It was Rudy Gobert. Just do like finalists. Bam and Victor. Yeah. Well, Victor I can see because he was like 3.4 blocks or something like that. I don't think that we're going to get talking about.
All right. So
let's move this.
We were talking about DPOY.
DPOY.
And the list.
It was Rudy Gobert,
He won
Bam,
Yep.
and Victor. Those were the finalists.
Those are the top three.
Top three. Victor had better stats than.
Did you catch that Sabonis was on the list? The top
for
I think 8
MVP?
or 10? No, he was in the top. I
For
think he was the
DP?
top 10
Really?
for Defensive Player of the Year voting. He got votes. You know who wasn't though?
De'Aaron. How do you lead the league in steals?
What the
by
hell are we talking
yourself
about?
And aren't even
That makes no sense.
small
to
market
me.
team.
Yeah. Well, small market team doesn't make any sense to me at all. Just disrespectful.
It is disrespectful.
I mean, first you don't get to the All-Star game, not even as a rotation, not even as a sub,
No.
and then you lead the NBA in steals. I forget we mentioned he was like the first player with 25 to lead the league in steals in I don't know, like a long time. I don't know what the number was, but just disrespectful. So Kings fans, if you're watching this, we feel your pain. We don't get it either. I don't think anybody does. What's interesting is I always consider, you said small market, and I've always considered like the Kings to be in the same league as the Pacers. I always consider like Indiana and Sacramento to be kind of like same market, right?
Yeah.
But it always seems like the Pacers, now mind you, the organization didn't have the Maloofs back in the day destroying things, the Pacers, right? That was on the Kings end. But it feels like there's just a different perspective from coming from the NBA for the Kings than there is for the Pacers. Now, I know that Rick Carlisle might think otherwise after his latest rant, right? Because he went off on the refs saying that they need a fair shot, blah, 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 right? But honestly, I'm not trying to hear all that. I'm a Kings fan.
Yeah.
How many times we look at the free throws when we're watching the Kings game?
And they're doubled ours. Yeah. De'Aaron doesn't shoot a single free throw. Domas doesn't shoot a single free throw.
Yeah. I mean, at some point in time,
we literally have a saying every game. Katie Christensen says it. It's not the game doesn't start until Sabonis gets hit in the face.
Yeah,
that's a saying we have around our community.
Yeah. He doesn't seem to mind. Dig it.
No, no, I love him so much. I love him.
Yeah, Domas hang out.
He was a great piece. He was so nice.
Yeah, no shade to Hallie, right?
Oh no, I love Halliburton. I think he's a great player. I don't think our team was the right fit for him. I think Indiana is a great fit for him.
Well, I think they could have made it work, but that is tough for Fox.
We thought that De'Aaron was sitting out because he didn't like that Tyrese was getting the spotlight.
I don't want to believe that though. That's tough. That's like saying that one of my favorite players is a diva.
I mean,
who is he? Scottie Pippen?
That's true. Didn't he have a surgery like towards the end of the year, in the middle of the year?
No, Scottie Pippen, because he didn't get the play run for him. Maybe we can go offline and watch the video. But because Scottie Pippen, the play was run for Tony Kukoc.
Yeah.
Who hit the game winner, by the way.
Yeah.
He wouldn't go in the game. I mean, Scottie's all world, right? But that was one of those things when you start to question character.
Yeah.
So That's enough sour notes, right? I think we
Yeah.
talked plenty about, no all-stars,
No
no
all-stars.
playoffs, no DPOY, even considerations.
Like I said, I just want some spice. If we win an award or we get a player, like I'll be pumped. Like the season could be horrible, but be like, you know what? We got to pick. We got a player.
We do.
Who?
We got Domas.
No, that's not.
Led the league in triple doubles.
Led
Led the league in double doubles. Went on a record tear. Ended up in the MVP voting.
Yeah, he got a 4th place vote.
Did end up. I mean, his honorable mention. And led the league in rebounding. He dominates.
I don't think Jokic should have gotten MVP.
Okay, let's spin on back to this MVP. One. Jokic is good.
But out of the 3 that he was contending with, I don't think he was the best.
Well, the other was. Did they still have?
It was
Embiid
Shea
in there, didn't they?
No, Embiid was disqualified because he didn't play enough games.
Oh, that's right. It
So
was
it was Jokic, Shea, and Luka. I think Shea should have won it. The best player on the best team in the West.
He had another gear this year.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's why he's shown something this year. Like
Yeah.
That's interesting. Luka,
I F the Europeans. Give us the Canadian.
I don't like Luka.
I don't mind him. I just
Personally,
he's
be a great guy.
He's not my favorite. I think he whines a lot on the court.
Yeah, he's
more than most NBA players do.
When we watch the Kings game though, and he takes them shots.
Yeah.
He does what he does. I mean,
Yeah.
and he does it all the time.
Yeah.
You just have to sit there with your jaw dropped, wondering how the hell that went in.
And of course, it's against
what did
us.
he just do in slow motion that apparently nobody can catch up
No one
to?
can, especially the fastest guy in the NBA.
Yeah. Although I did like the matchup when Fox would switch over on him because I think that's an advantage to Fox. But yeah, I wouldn't have given it to Luka.
I would.
Shea should have won.
I would have went Shea.
Shea should have won.
I would've
like
went
you said,
Shea.
he was the best player on the best team in the West. It did.
Because I have to clarify the West because the Celtics, Jason Tatum wasn't a part of the conversation. Because he was the best player on the best team. Unless you want to say Jaylen Brown was the best player.
No, don't get me. I think the Celtics have a better plus minus when Jason Tatum's not on the floor.
I can't.
They do. They're net
know.
better without Tatum and Brown both on the floor.
Well, look at with Luka on the floor. I saw a thing. There was an anonymous source saying that the players sigh relief when he gets off the court because they can actually play.
That's why I don't like Luka. His play style is kind of
Okay, no, but hear me out. Jalen Brunson, low-key, does the same thing with New York.
Does he do it when he's full strength?
Yes, they are full strength right now. Who do they not have?
Randall.
Yeah, I don't think Julius. I forgot.
'Cause
He's been out for a minute.
He takes a lot of buckets.
Okay, so then I
typically.
take that back because I can't say if they do or not because I wasn't watching regular season Knick games.
Yeah,
I forgot he was on their team because he's been out for a while.
that's another name that's been communicated about coming to the Kings.
Truthfully, at this point, I just don't want people that I hate.
I don't want people that I hate it. That's why I hate them.
I'll take anybody else.
Just don't.
I want Malik.
Monty. Listen.
I want Malik.
If you ever hear this, don't bring people that we hate. Okay, this is a very simple tactic for bringing on new players. Just listen to us. Don't bring people on that we
I
hate.
want Malik. That's what it boils down to. I want Malik to stay.
Yeah.
I love that guy so much.
Malik as a starter is probably a pretty good answer to that position, but that means that we've got to get more depth.
I like him on the bench. I like him coming in the second rotation. He's that spark plug we need in the second group.
He deserves that starting spot, though.
I 100% give him the pay of the starting spot. Max out what we can get him.
Well, I guess if you think about it,
That's his way of getting something that he
this
wants.
this is the way I think about it. I mean, even when we're playing in our leagues and stuff, is it's not, and people say in the NBA too. It's not about who starts; it's about who finishes.
Yeah, and he's always in
Right?
there.
So when you look at the box score and you start to see minutes piling up, and for some reason Mike Brown likes to go 9 deep. I still to this day.
Yeah.
After 2 years, you'd think he'd have it down to like a 7 or 8 man rotation, but
I don't know.
you see that Malik consistently gets up at the top of the list in the minutes department. So he's definitely getting his run. Does he care? If he does, give it to him.
Yeah.
If he doesn't, keep him there. But the real thing is I don't think we can keep running with Herter as that experiment
I
at
don't
the 2,
either.
right? He's too streaky. It doesn't work. So what do we do?
Yeah.
And defensively, he's tried. He's given it tons, but
Yeah.
he's coming up short. So what do we do there? I mean, that's the question. But again,
Go get
Monty,
Josh Hart.
don't bring anybody that we hate, please.
Give me Josh Hart.
Josh Hart's interesting.
I don't think he'll leave New
He's
York.
not leaving, but that's interesting.
They have the 3 Villanova kids over there.
Yeah, I mean, we got Kentucky. So who can we pick up that's from Kentucky?
Cat.
Oh, there it is. There it freaking is.
That's our missing piece is Karl Anthony
so
Towns.
if the Wolves,
The
here we go. So
self-proclaimed best
at
big
this
man
point
shooter.
moving forward, I am now rooting for the Nuggets to shut out the Wolves the rest of the series.
To where Cat can potentially come to our
I
team,
want him
even
to
though
be
I'm sure he
soured.
still has like 3 years on his contract left.
We could trade off, man, because that's what we need. Length.
6th man of the
shooting.
year. It's another award we didn't bring up.
Yeah. Sorry, Malik. Monty, don't bring anybody that we hate.
Nas Reed.
How'd you be cool too?
No, I don't like him. He snuffed our guy Malik.
Yeah.
I don't like him. Little fricker.
All right, so let's take a look at the games tonight. Who do you got? Thunder Mavericks. Looks like we are 26-23.
They're
into
in
the
Dallas.
Game 3.
They're in
They're
Dallas.
in Dallas. Yep.
I have OKC winning.
I'm gonna go with the Mavericks evening
It's
or
1-1.
going up 2-1. I don't think they're gonna win it, but I think Luka is gonna do everything that he can.
Okay, so then who do you have between the Celtics and the Cavs in Cleveland?
I got to go Cavs.
I was gonna go Cavs too.
Although Boston's favored by 7.5 in that one. Whew. Disrespect. All right.
I think the Cavs are a sleeper team.
I mean, yeah. They're probably under a lot of folks' radar. What about the Wolves and Nuggets?
For tomorrow, I don't know. That one's hit or miss. I'm gonna go Denver. Keep it the away team.
All the way teams.
Yep, I'm gonna go Denver.
Okay. Minnesota by 2.5. Yeah, it's closer. It's almost a pick 'em. Pacers. So for me, I'm gonna go Wolves. I think the Wolves go up 3-1. Although I'm going back to my previous statement, is I'm gonna be rooting for the Nuggets.
Okay, to where we can get Cat.
I think Cat needs it. Cat, come to Sacramento.
I think Knicks go up 3-1.
I agree. I could see the Knicks winning this one 4-1.
Yeah, I do too.
I agree. We'll go Knicks.
Okay,
There it is. Lock them in.
lock them in. That's my like deal or no deal buzzer. You know, when they open it up and go deal.
Yeah,
That's my deal or no deal buzzer.
that was very good.
Thanks. That was embarrassing.
So should we go Portal?
Portal, sure. Let's go
See
Portal.
how much
I got it. I got it
Absolute-
in 2 yesterday.
Did you?
Yeah.
You cheated though, didn't you?
No, I swear to God, because it was a number 5. I picked Anthony Edwards, and he was number 5. Like his number was number 5, but he was younger than Ant, and the only person I could think of was Banchero.
Really?
Because he's younger, and it was Banchero because he was over like 6'5", and he was in the East. It was pretty freaking easy.
Okay. Looks like we are showing everybody what we're looking at.
You need an ad blocker for the 5th time.
I do need an ad blocker if they let you in with it.
Sorry, I'm an exclusive package.
Okay.
I started last time, so you start.
Okay.
Whoever you want.
Guess a player.
Literally anybody.
Let's go with Walker Kessler.
Walker Kessler from the Jazz?
Oh, okay. So
Okay.
we know he's in the Northwest.
I don't know Utah's division. And this is our biggest problem. We don't know the divisions. He's not a center. He's under 7 foot.
He's got a
I
low
didn't know
number.
Walker Kessler was 7, but
Oh yeah, he's a big boy.
he is a big boy. He is older than 22, and his number is under 24. The hard thing is this thing does like bench players too.
That's why we've sucked so bad.
So
like
what team do
third
you want? What team do
rotation.
you want to pick from? Do you want to go? You want to go Portland, OKC, Minnesota, or Denver, to where we can narrow at least down the
I don't
teams?
know. Let's go Denver.
Okay, so you want to go guard? Let's go. What number is Jamal Murray? Right there under Keegan.
I don't know.
I think he's like 11. Damn.
He's a guard. So yep. But he's taller than 6'4".
Oh, he was
Oh.
27. So he's like 6'6". He's like 6'5", 6'6" guard.
Yeah.
What's the
For Denver.
Yeah. Over 27 though, so it's an older guy.
Which means he's probably a bench player.
Is Aaron Gordon considered a guard? Because he's number 0.
Who's over there? Is Jackson still over there?
Oh, yeah. What's his first name though?
Reggie.
Reggie? Yeah. He's 6'2". Under number 7?
Oh shoot. Okay. I didn't realize Reggie Jackson was that short.
Aaron Gordon. Try Aaron Gordon. He's
Aaron
number 0.
Gordon.
He's the only person I can think of.
But he's not a guard.
He could be.
Okay.
Damn it. He's a 4.
And
Oh,
he's
he's
number
50.
50.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
Whoops.
I missed the whole 5 on the back of his jersey.
Yeah, you had one of the numbers right. Oh, it's going to be a freaking obscure bench player.
Who?
So what's their guard lineup? Just
They have KCP. But I don't know what number I don't know if he's under number 7. It'd have to be like 5.
it's with a T, right? Or
Just
C?
look up Pope. Yeah.
Hey!
Let's go.
Hey,
What number is he? 5? Yeah.
He's number 5.
That's 2 number 5s in a row. That's kind of weird.
Yep.
He's
6'5".
6'5", 31, dude. You're old.
Ooh,
For NBA, he's old.
easy there, killer.
You need
I'm not
playing in the
even
league.
throwing 31 yet, so I don't know why.
We got
I
5
took
guesses,
offense
though.
to
Let's
it.
go.
All right, we got one more that we want to run. Let's run Wordle.
Wordle. I got this one in 5 yesterday. I did poopy.
All right,
I always start with
First
the
word?
word moist.
moist. All right.
Frick. Okay.
INT.
The first word that comes to mind is train.
Train.
See if T starts.
T does start. We
Okay.
got an A.
So it goes what? T-I blank A
Okay.
blank. Because I don't think it ends with an I.
Could be TH.
No, where's the A then? Because the I either has to be second or last.
I won't be last. I will always be with an E at the end of it.
So then
So-
it would go T-I.
So I is not here, not here. So
It
I.
has to be in the
So it's
second
got to
spot.
be TI.
And then something A something or T-I something something A.
There's no N, T, I, something. A can be here. M,
So would it be like that?
yeah,
Or
probably.
would it be like that? That way?
Probably like that, yeah.
But what would it be? T-I blank A blank.
Oh, no.
It might have a double T. Might have 2 T's in it. It's done it before.
Titties.
Fucking titties.
I told you I'm not quite 31 yet. Yep. So
So T-I title? T-I-D-A-L? No, D-A-L. Tidal. Like a
Tidal?
tidal wave?
D, like that.
Yeah. Pedro.
Hey,
Oh my goodness, I'm a freaking G. 2 for 2
and on
today.
that, we're out.
Leaving you from.
We don't leave Mother's basement.
That's true.
We get here rent free.
Rent free? It's because she doesn't know about us yet. Wait until she finds out.
All right on. Well then, we'll wrap this one, and we'll see you guys next time.
Have a good one. That was the corniest shit I've ever said.
Oh, we're definitely not cutting that out, dude.
Have a good one.
I can't even do a straight
What are you
face.
supposed to say?
That's what you say.